Number one, do you have any regrets in ministry? Things you wish you would have done differently?
Do I have any regrets in ministry? Things I wish I would have done. Man, I would have done a lot of things differently, Carl. As it relates to preaching, I wish I would have been able to find my own voice faster. You're in this ministry pipeline, you go to seminary, and I was in seminary for a year, and then for some reason, they gave me a job at a large mega church to be a junior high youth pastor. I'm like 20 years old, barely by 5 minutes. And I'm having to preach every week. And I'm also having to, at that church, they had a really strong counseling culture. And so I'm a 20-year-old trying to counsel parents on how to deal with their teenager. I was ill-equipped, right, at public speaking, but also counseling for sure. And I wish I would have been able to develop that a little bit more and maybe stay in school longer, or maybe get better training, a better mentor. My pastor was meeting me all the time, but there's only so much, right, that you can really be prepared for at 20 years old. So I'd say that.
All right. Off the wall here. What is your favorite word?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Of course. Like everybody. Yeah. All right. Number 3, what is one thing that encourages you about the church today?
I'm encouraged when I see life change. I'm encouraged in my own church, the progress I've seen people make, struggling, going through hard times, whether it be, in Houston, we had Hurricane Harvey, and to see some of the ways that our church pulled together, and the people, not just our church, the people in our church came together to help those in need. I mean, that inspires me, that encourages me, that lifts up my spirit to see what God is doing, and the people that our church reached out to, they still go to our church, stuff like that. Anytime you see the gospel in action, you see the good news happening, you see people's lives being changed, I'm encouraged.
Yeah. What is one mistake that pastors make consistently?
Oh, man. I think, I'm with Brady Shear on this. I think churches in general trying to stream their services all the time is sort of a square peg in a round hole strategy. You've got all these platforms, TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. It's all like people are consuming content all day long, but it's short form content. It's micro bite-sized content. And here we are, churches, we're publishing what I call long form content, right? Long form content is like a movie, a concert, a sermon, a worship service, right? We're sort of publishing that and pushing it onto, no one's consuming a full movie, Carl, on Facebook, right? They're watching a 30-second video. And for some reason, churches are we've been real stubborn and like, let's just stream the sermon. Let's publish our worship service. And I get like some people can't be, they can't attend, but I do think maybe we just need to switch up our strategy a little bit. It's not I'm not saying pastors shouldn't stream the sermon. I'm saying that that's not the apex goal from a digital strategy standpoint.
All right, last one. What character trait do you most admire in other people or pastors?
Kindness. The world is not kind. And anytime you have someone who's kind, they have no enemies. That to me stands out. Be kind to people.
Good. Well, man, I appreciate what you do in ministry. I have a lot of respect for you and your team. And man, really appreciate the time today. Thanks so much for sharing this.
Thanks, Carl.